This is Danica and I build WordPress membership site. In this video, we're gonna continue with this LearnDash setup with BuddyBoss. And as promised, we're gonna check the challenge exam and the certificate functionality. I'm also maybe gonna check on the quizzes for you. So if you have watched the previous video, you should see or set up the same here. And we have walked through each steps how we did it this way. We have course and materials, and we have actually renamed the lessons to modules and then topics to lessons. Okay, so in the course settings here, there's two options that we want to check out: course certificate and course exam shows. Challenge exam shows. So the way the course certificate works is you could generate a certificate at the end of the course and your members could download those as PDF, and it could have their name and other details like date of when they have completed the course. Another thing here is challenge exam show. This is actually a new functionality. So the way this works is you could have some challenge exam for your members, and example, if they think that they actually already know this course, then they could just finish this exam and mark this course complete. I think this will be useful, especially when they for your some like introduction or getting started videos, or maybe they have taken your course before but they've left for any reason, and then they decided to go back and continue and finish the course. So maybe you have some prerequisite or something required that they already know. So maybe you do want to have this challenge exam show. To be honest, I haven't really used this one in my projects yet. I don't have a project who required it yet, but it's part of the LearnDash 4.0 feature. So let's check that out. We go to I'm gonna go to my dashboard here. And first is I'm gonna generate a certificate. So we had a new one. Certificate for course 1. And then I'm just gonna publish this. Hold on. Oops, I need to landscape letter. Okay. Okay, so now that we have our certificate saved, let's just try to attach that to our course. Settings, and then here we'll select that, update. Now if you try to generate this right now, if I try to generate this, it's gonna be blank because we haven't set up our thing yet. So if we check LearnDash course certificate, so they do have this certificate builder that you could install. So in the add-ons, we will install that. Before, you need to do the manual thing, but we're gonna just install that one. Certificate builder. Okay, so let's activate the add-on. Okay, so here, if we go back to the certificate, there's actually some settings, shortcodes, and fonts. So I'm also gonna open that. Use certificate builder. Okay, so I'm gonna upload my file. Well, I don't have an image, but maybe I'll download one. Okay, so I have a PSD file in here for certificate, and I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna focus on the name right now. But again, you could put some date, you could put some signature. But for this demo, I'm just gonna need the name. export as. You need to make sure that your file is not too big. So maybe 1.2 only. And then I think just that quality. Yep. Export. Okay. Let's upload that. If it takes time like that one, maybe it's just my connection, but just try to click the media folder button and it should show. Okay, so here, now that we have uploaded the image, there's actually, the way it works is it says type backslash and choose a block. So example, if you type that, I'm just gonna try headline and I'm gonna try to use the shortcode from LearnDash. Oops. So here, user meta fields equals first name. And then I'm just gonna update this and see the preview mode. Okay, let's try that again. As you can see, I now have my name here. Now, if I check, I think I haven't set my first name. Well, let me just continue. I'm also gonna add the last name here. So, I'm gonna edit this. Actually, very hard to edit in this builder, I don't think. So that's why I haven't. Most of the time, I do the CSS thing. The last name, update, and then I'm gonna go to my account. And then here, I'm gonna set my first name and last name and it that way. Let's do a refresh. Okay, so I now have my name, Danica Nina, and then Louie. I'm Danica Louie. And then what I'm not sure is I don't see an option to move this around. So that's the part that I don't see if I use the builder. So let me just check. So I could change the text, the background. I could set some size for typography, appearance. I could also, there's some advanced stuff in here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna switch to the old editor because that's the one that I usually use. This builder so far is hard to move things around. So maybe edit it as HTML. I'm gonna try to put some style. So margin top, maybe 40px, and let's just see. Okay, so far it moves. So convert to HTML. Okay, I think I'm going to change this block. So we're changing the block again. So remove heading, and I'm just gonna do the shortcode thing, because I think this works better. Style, margin, top 50px, and let's see. So it's still at the very top. So I don't think I'm gonna recommend this certificate builder right now. Let's just create a new one, and I'm gonna show you how I usually do it. First, I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna add a new certificate. And then I'm gonna do certificate 2. And I'm gonna paste that code that we recently did. This has user first name, user last name. And I'm just gonna publish this. I'm not sure if the preview works here like the page builder. So again, set your featured image and publish it. And then let's see. So it says access to certificate page is disallowed. Okay, so we actually need to attach this to the course so that we could test this. So I need to go to my course and we will test this certificate. So maybe course 1 or maybe just the getting started. Let me just do that again. Courses. And then getting started. Here I'm gonna add a module that I could complete. Module 1. And then I'm just gonna attach that certificate so that we see how it looks. View the course. So I'm just gonna start this course. Mark this complete. And now it says download your certificate. We download that, will show like this one. So the difference between the course page builder is, I'm not sure, but I'm having a hard time to move the widget around. But in this way, you could see that the margin was recognized. So maybe what I'm gonna do is I could add font size 100px, and maybe the margin top is 90, and let's see how that looks. For sure this is gonna update. So maybe LearnDash is still working on their core certificate builder, but again, if you're having hard time, do try to do a CSS. As you can see, it did move, and you could even add some break in here. I'm gonna work on some certificate that maybe you could download, so that you don't need to worry on this styling if you're working with certificate. But I prefer the old method, which is this one, and adding some CSS, because so far it's working much easier and loads pretty faster than the page builder that LearnDash actually provided. So do note on that one. So it took us some time, but I just want you to show that part. Challenge exam show. So again, the use of this one is to allow your members to skip the course, and not skip but mark it complete without going through the lessons that's in that course. And if they mark it complete, then the course itself will be marked complete, and they don't need to complete the lessons that's assigned to that. So if you need that functionality, the challenge exam is the one for you. So if we set this up, so the way it works is add challenge exam. So maybe exam 1, and then some questions, a description. So example, if I add a question 1, question 1 description, and then if I add yes, and then no, and then others, something like that. You could mark things correct, incorrect, and so on. So you could also change the type of the question. So if you click this part, or if you're having a hard time, you could also just select here. And then it says question type. It could be single or multiple. And example, you can see here, this is our description and then challenge exam. And then you could show some message if it's a correct answer or if it's a incorrect answer. So if you need to set that up, you could select here. Sometimes the Gutenberg builder is a bit confusing, so do note that you could toggle this on and off and it will give you the list view layer. So it's exactly similar with the Elementor's navigator. So you could use that. Now I could also add another one. So example here, I could add a new one and it will create exactly similar to what we have in here. So we could set that here, challenge exam, and then I could set different one. So maybe here, question 2, and then question 2, description, and so on. So again, here, so far the question type is still single and multiple. I haven't tried this one yet, but if you have like a multiple question, then you could have that and it will change to a checkbox like this one. So if it's a yes and then a no, then maybe others, and you also want this to be correct. So you have 2 correct answers to your questions, then you need to use the question type multiple. And then publish. So again, to attach that to your course, you need to go to the settings of your course, and then if I refresh, settings, example 1. And then here, maybe we want that. So I'm just gonna leave everything as a default for now here, since we have covered that in the part 1 video. So again, if you have any question with this part, there's a lot of moving things around here, and you did see that the certificate functionality has some glitch. I've been building LearnDash website for years, and so far I haven't really tried using their certificate builder. I prefer setting the CSS code to align stuff and style the font. Maybe they're still working on that, but it's in there. It's available for you to use. And if you have any question regarding whatever sections here with LearnDash, please let me know. I'm just recording this 2-part video because so far this is the common sections that you need to know with LearnDash. There's also quizzes. So example, if we go back to our courses page and we have the course 1, we did have some quiz assigned here. Example, quiz 1. There's no questionnaire in here yet. So the way that works is if you go to the quizzes on the back end here, and as you can see, the quiz 1 and 2 that we created is here. So example, quiz 1. So this is the quiz 1, and this is already assigned to our course 1, module 1. So just like the courses, it has a builder and you could create some questions. So maybe I'm gonna do question 1, and then I'm gonna do question 2, and then if we select this, as you can see, we could change this to multiple choice, pre-choice, sorting, fill in the blank, assessment, essay, open answer, and so on. If it's a single choice, then here is it says the question is empty, click here to edit. So the one that at the top is, I think, a label for you admin, and then this one is the thing that actually your members see. So what did, or maybe I'm just gonna randomly put some letters here and save it. And then answer is missing, so you need to click this and then set answer and then add another one and then select which one is correct. I'm gonna select this and then question settings. Okay, just like the challenge exam, if they have answered the correct one, then we could say some words here, and then if it's incorrect, then we could also say it here. We could even give a hint, like example, if it's incorrect, then there's a hint for the solution, so it's very handy. So if we update this, so we do a refresh, so it says start quiz. As you can see, we now have the questions. It's not showing this question one, it's for us admin as a reference, and we could have like a very long one and say yes and then next, finish, and it says you corrected 1 out of 2 because we haven't finished setting up the question 2 actually, but it's still counting that. I'm sure you'll have some questions. Again, please comment it down below and maybe I'll create a detailed, like very dedicated one for quizzes, challenge exam, and certificate. This one is a continuation of the part 1, so I just want to mention these parts. But if you have question, comment it down below and I'll do my best to answer your question as soon as I could. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and I appreciate if you click that subscribe and notification button so that I get you notified whenever I post videos like this. And yep, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.